Ever wondered how many territories the United States actually has and how they came to be? Well, today we're diving into that very topic. The United States, widely recognized for its 50 states, actually has more to its name. Beyond the spacious skies and amber waves of grain, there exist territories, each with their unique history and culture, that are part of the American fabric. These territories, scattered across the globe, were acquired over centuries, each marking a different chapter in the nation's history. We'll be taking a chronological journey, exploring these territories in the order they were added to the nation's portfolio. From the first acquisition, the Northwest Territory, to the most recent, the Northern Mariana Islands, we'll delve into the intriguing narratives that make up these unsung regions of the United States. Prepare for a journey beyond the mainland, as we explore these fascinating corners of American history. Our journey begins in 1787 with the acquisition of the Northwest Territory. This vast land, encompassing modern-day Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Michigan, Wisconsin, and parts of Minnesota, was the first territory acquired by the fledgling United States, setting a precedent for future expansions. At the time, the Northwest Territory was a land of promise and potential. Its acquisition was significant for several reasons. First, it demonstrated the young nation's ambitious vision of westward expansion. Second, it established a process for admitting new states into the Union, setting a model for future territories to follow. Moreover, the Northwest Ordinance, which governed the territory, importantly prohibited slavery, a bold stance that foreshadowed the ideological battles of the 19th century. In this way, the Northwest Territory was not just a physical expansion, but a testbed for the democratic principles that would shape the nation. The Northwest Territory marked the first step in America's territorial expansion. This acquisition played a crucial role in shaping the United States that we know today. Next, we move to an era known as Manifest Destiny, marked by the Louisiana Purchase and the acquisition of the Oregon Territory. As the 19th century dawned, the United States was poised for growth. The year 1803 saw one of the most significant land deals in history, the Louisiana Purchase. This immense acquisition, spanning from the Mississippi River to the Rocky Mountains, doubled the size of the nation almost overnight. The deal was brokered with France, led by Napoleon Bonaparte, who was more interested in bolstering his war chest than maintaining his hold on this far-flung territory. The Louisiana Purchase was driven by the United States' desire for territorial expansion and control over vital trade routes. It was a true bargain at $15 million, amounting to mere cents per acre. This acquisition not only propelled the United States into the ranks of the world's largest countries, but also set the stage for westward expansion, fostering dreams of a country that spanned from coast to coast. Fast forward to 1848, and we find another monumental acquisition, the Oregon Territory. This lush Pacific Northwest land was hotly contested by both the United States and Great Britain. The two powers initially agreed to joint occupancy, but as more American settlers poured into the region, the balance of power shifted. The Oregon Treaty, signed in 1846, finally tipped the scales in favor of the United States, extending its borders to the Pacific Ocean. The Oregon Territory was sought for its fertile lands and access to the Pacific. Its acquisition further cemented the concept of manifest destiny, the belief that the United States was destined to stretch from the Atlantic to the Pacific. The incorporation of the Oregon Territory spurred economic growth, facilitated the establishment of new states, and furthered tensions that would eventually lead to the Civil War. These acquisitions significantly expanded the size of the United States and marked a pivotal moment in American history. Now let's sail to the Pacific, where Guam, American Samoa, and Hawaii became part of the U.S. family. Our first stop in the Pacific is Guam. This island was acquired during the Spanish-American War in 1898. The Treaty of Paris, which marked the end of the war, saw Spain cede Guam along with Puerto Rico and the Philippines to the United States. The island's strategic location has made it an important military base for the U.S. in the Pacific. Just a short sail away, we come to American Samoa. Unlike Guam, the acquisition of American Samoa was not through war. In the late 19th century, the US, Germany, and Britain were all eyeing the Samoan Islands. To avoid a possible war, the Tripartite Convention of 1900 was held, and the Samoan archipelago was divided. The eastern islands became what we now know as American Samoa. Last but not least, let's visit the beautiful islands of Hawaii. The story of Hawaii's annexation is quite different. In the late 19th century, a group of American businessmen overthrew Queen Liliuokalani, the last monarch of Hawaii. They then set up a provisional government, seeking annexation by the United States. Despite the controversy surrounding this move, Hawaii was annexed in 1898, becoming a U.S. territory. It wasn't until 1959 that Hawaii became the 50th state of the United States. These Pacific territories marked significant milestones in American history. With Guam and American Samoa, America gained strategic footholds in the vast Pacific Ocean. And with the annexation of Hawaii, it marked its presence in the Pacific not just militarily, but also culturally and economically. These islands, with their unique cultures and histories, have added to the rich tapestry of America. They stand as a testament to the country's growth and its diverse heritage. They represent America's venture beyond its mainland, symbolizing its emergence as a global power. These Pacific territories marked America's venture into the vast ocean and its rise as a global power. Heading back to the Atlantic now, we find the U.S. extending its reach to the Caribbean with Puerto Rico and the U.S. Virgin Islands. These territories, while small in size, hold a significant place in the narrative of American expansion. Our first stop is Puerto Rico, an island with a history as vibrant as its culture. Following the Spanish-American War in 1898, the Treaty of Paris granted Puerto Rico to the United States. The strategic location of Puerto Rico, nestled in the Caribbean, has proven to be an asset for both military and economic purposes, serving as a gateway to the Americas. Over time, Puerto Rico has become an integral part of the United States, with its residents gaining U.S. citizenship in 1917. This melding of cultures has led to a unique blend of American and Caribbean influences, evident in everything from the local cuisine to the pulsating rhythms of salsa music. Next, we venture to the U.S. Virgin Islands, a collection of islands that were purchased from Denmark in 1917. The U.S. saw these islands as a valuable naval base, safeguarding the Panama Canal. Today, these islands are more than just a strategic location. They're a tropical paradise known for their pristine beaches and turquoise waters. But beyond the sun-soaked shores, the U.S. Virgin Islands also hold a rich cultural heritage. The islands are a melting pot of cultures with influences from the Carib, Arawak, and Siboney peoples, as well as European colonizers. This amalgamation of cultures is reflected in the island's architecture, music, and festivals. These Caribbean territories not only expanded America's influence but also enriched its cultural diversity. They represent the multifaceted nature of the United States, a nation built not just on a single culture or history, but a tapestry of many. The Caribbean expansion was not just about acquiring new lands, it was about embracing new people, cultures, and ways of life. And in this way, Puerto Rico and the U.S. Virgin Islands have become an integral part of the American story. Our journey ends in the Pacific once again with the final acquisition, the Northern Mariana Islands. This archipelago, consisting of 15 islands, was acquired by the United States in 1975, after a long history of colonial rule by Spain, Germany, and Japan. The beauty of these islands is matched only by their strategic significance. During World War II, the islands played a pivotal role, serving as a launchpad for the United States Pacific Campaign. Today, they continue to be an important military base, while also attracting travelers from around the globe with their pristine beaches and vibrant culture. The acquisition of these islands not only expanded the United States territory, but also added another layer to its rich cultural tapestry. The Chamorro people, native to the islands, have since been recognized as U.S. citizens, contributing their unique heritage to the American mosaic. The Northern Mariana Islands marked the end of America's territorial expansion, defining its borders as we know them today. From the Northwest Territory to the Northern Mariana Islands, we've traced the growth of the United States beyond its mainland. We've journeyed through time, from the early acquisitions of the Northwest and Louisiana territories, to the manifest destiny and the expansion into Oregon. We've crossed the Pacific exploring the beautiful islands of Guam, American Samoa, and the tropical paradise of Hawaii. We've ventured into the Caribbean, touching the vibrant cultures of Puerto Rico and the U.S. Virgin Islands. Lastly, we've reached the far eastern shores of the Northern Mariana Islands, the final addition to the American territories. Each acquisition, each territory tells its own unique tale, contributes its own unique flavor. They are a testament to the diversity and adaptability of the United States, a nation that continues to evolve and grow. These territories, each with its unique story, form a vital part of the American mosaic, reminding us that America extends beyond the familiar 50 states.